everything set up. Just realized we are supposed to have storms here today, so trying to get this in before the storms hit. And also feeling if I want to. There's cicadas everywhere. So this is their 17 year. There's a double hatch. So trying to decide if I want to move out in the yard. There's a lot right here where I'm at, but which I love them. I've been walking. I was walking around with two of them on me this morning, just petting them and talking to them and telling them how beautiful they are. So yeah, I think I'll just stay right here. This will be fine. Okay. It's kind of overcast anyways, and we can still see the background, so can still see the woods and the forest. And okay, and if you are here, please just drop in the chat if you can. I know some can't, but please drop in the chat who's here and where you're tuning in from. And actually, hold that thought. I'm going to let everyone know on Instagram that I'm live. I let everyone know in my group. So thank you guys for your patience. I'm going to give everyone a moment to tune in, and then we will get started. I'll just do a quick, I just want to show everyone the beauty out here. This is my land. Cows are in the pasture. That's our grill covered. Our grill, that's another set of grills out there. We grill out a lot. Grill out veggies and chicken, fish. That's one cabin. I'm at the other cabin. So this is the land. And I love it. It's so beautiful here. This is family property, and there are definitely portals here. And being on this land is necessary. It's something that I was actually running from for a long time because I thought that I needed to, that whole stigma around, you know, being either in a family home or living with your parents, or, you know, not moving away from home, quote unquote, that's such a deep ingrained stigma. But it's also a new culture stigma, because the ancient cultures and a lot of civilizations across the world that still carry those ancient culture, what I would say would be, it's still kind of like a stigma, but in smaller communities, like I said, in those ancient cultures, they still, all the families live together. They don't have this moving away from home. You stay there in your tribe. So tribe is, you know, if you want to go back and you view it, these indigenous cultures, it's about tribe, it's about family. It's not about getting away from, because that whole aspect of getting away from is very much, a lot of that's a very American belief. I will say that. Oop. It's very American, very Western, right? That we must get away. And I know that's not just Western, but it's very prevalent in Western. And it's it is prevalent all over, because I mean, I've worked with those that still feel like they need to get away from home, but that needing to get away from home is actually like a new part of this new old culture where it's somehow bad to be in your tribe, or it's somehow bad, and it means you're not growing if you're in your tribe. But that's actually where the most growth happens, is around the culture that you were born from. Now, well, the most growth actually comes from within, but as you are growing and blossoming and evolving from within, if you are able to be around your tribe, your family, your bloodline, you get to witness how these deep-seated, because what we're bringing through today is bloodline, where all these deep-seated beliefs and all these really deeply ingrained conditions how they come through. You can watch them being witnessed back to you, which is actually a very powerful thing. And being the observer also means being the co-creator. Anything that you observe and anything that you witness, you are also co-creating within. So there is never a moment that you are not in creatorship. There is never a moment where you are not manifesting. So today, as stated, we're going to be bringing through very, very intricate weaving of codex in the bloodline. And I want to go into this, but I know I can feel there are those that are dropping in. I don't know if you guys are here, but if you are here and you can let me know in the chat that you're here, please do so. I know that there have been at least 2 that have told me before that I have worked with continuously that have told me that they couldn't access chat from their phone. So those are the only 2 that I've had tell me that, but I do know that it is a possibility. So, yeah, if you're not able to, I totally understand. One more quick second, you guys, I'm so sorry. Okay, apologies for that. I have a few people that I connect with on WhatsApp that have either been in my group space or, yeah, that were in my group space, and I wanted them to know that I was live. So, we'll go ahead and dive right in. The numbers don't always show me appropriately in the top, so there usually is people here and I'm just not seeing it. So if that's the case and you guys can't comment, I totally get it. Okay, so it's very interesting because I know everything that's here. It's something that's been dropping in all morning, and I actually had a beautiful sister, Sabrina, that dropped in a very interesting astral dream state travel that she had, and the reflection that came through was she was witnessing all this blood, and in the blood there were light coats, and she was telling me about this, and I was like, that's amazing, because everything that's coming through for my group space, and of course I brought it through publicly as well as what I'm doing today and what I've done for one video prior in regards to this, where it is showing of the process that's taking place in the bloodline. So your blood carries a lot of information, and a lot of that information has been conditioned through the appropriate necessity of the DNA. So your DNA is carrying what you are meant to be witnessing through yourself. Now, as we're shifting into light being made manifest, or light body being made manifest, yay, Greg, hello, my dear. As we're moving into the light body, which is the manifested light density in this realm, we must have a purified center of blood. So the platelets, today's transmission is going to be where we're going into the platelets of the blood, and we are anchoring a specific line of codices for the purpose of the process, that, let's say, the organic physical process, which is that the blood passes through the heart. It's carrying a ton of information that's going into the organs, into the rest of the body. So as these streams of light, codices, and vortices are passing through the heart again and again and again, the heart's passing it to all the places where it is needed. We are now working in another layer of manifested light form. Now, to move through the totality of what is necessary in this form of initiation, you will need to step into receivership through one like myself or another that carries the Master Key Codex, which unlocks this aspect of the vessel. As an angelic carrier, or a messenger of light, a carrier of frequencies that present the pure messages, shall we say, the pure truth, the pure wisdom of the soul. Because I as a pure soul, I've never manifested in physical form. I am a higher dimensional walk-in this physical body for the purpose of mastering physical and bringing forth the mastery of light. So having access to a pure soul means having access to a soul that can bring through the pure frequencies of light. So that is my directive. It's a bestowal of Mother Sophia source, Father source. And it was also, I would volunteered, as many of us are here doing. Many of you, if not every single one of you watching this, no, every single one of you watching this are star seeds. You are all star seeds. You are all here from a different galaxy, a different realm, a different dimension. So you are here providing a service to anchor in whatever you're meant to bring from that dimension, from that galaxy, from that cluster of stars. You're here to provide something that is necessary. And I used to think that if I spoke into what I knew I was, that somehow that was separating me from the collective, that people wouldn't understand, that they would say, oh, well, why you and not me? Because I have had that happen. But of course, they're operating from ego, and they can only see it as a point of separation. And therefore, I was seeing that reflection of separation. But when we honor our authentic signature and our authentic expression, then we're not separating ourselves from anyone. We are anchoring into all that is and saying, this is what I represent as source. This is what I bring forth as source. And together, we are all bringing through a very unique set of frequencies, tones, and services. Now, a lot of those that are here as star seeds, you are meant to access higher ranges of frequencies, but because the soul has been so fragmented through karma, there was a necessity for pure souls to come in and to break that cycle within the collective. So we are here serving that purpose, just to break the cycle, to bring through the frequencies in their purest form without any disruption of ego or attachment. So that is one thing I have known for some time, and I have been speaking into for a few years now, is I knew that my channel was pure, and I knew that there was no availability for egoic attachment. I have known that. I didn't really fully understand what that meant when I was saying it before, but it was always there. So as a messenger, this means that I've always played a role as a guide or a guardian, just in non-physical form, just in non-density form. And so now, as a level of mastery for myself, I'm here to bring that through. So to move through those levels of initiation, you must be unlocked, okay? Because there's a certain level of mastery that is necessary and a certain level of awareness. There must be an awareness and an acceptance of receivership, and a level of surrender, a level of that's needed, that's necessary, and yes, I'm going to step in and receive it. And also, there's definitely a level of calibration and attunement. There are those that I have had that have stepped into one-on-ones, and like I said, when I bring through the fullness of their frequencies crystalline, they're lost, because there's not a greater awareness. They feel it, but they also feel quite discombobulated, because they're still not at a point of their mastery to have the understanding that is necessary to acclimate through their own co-creation, which means they are not moving through, they haven't chosen to move through their own integration within their own mastery. So that's something that must be a part of it. If not, you're just going to kind of be looking around wondering what's going on. You're definitely going to feel it, but you're not going to really have the understanding. Understanding doesn't happen through the mind. Understanding happens through experience. You must have the experience of those ranges of frequency so that you can access the next range of frequencies. If you try to jump straight in to, let's say, where a soul has been calibrating for 3 months to receive this point of acclimation and integration, if a soul just tried to jump straight in, it would be overwhelming. It's not that they can't, but that level of calibration needs to happen. So that's why I bring through these types of lives, so that others can begin that process. And when they are interested in joining, I've known it was going to start picking up, and I've definitely had the interest. I know that the monetary investment seems to be a gap for a lot. So I want everyone to know that I'm bringing through some new opportunities in that regards. I'm going to discuss some things with those in my group, like Greg. And I want everyone to have an opportunity, everyone that is aligned. I want them to have an opportunity to receive what is here in this group space. It doesn't mean that to just make it freely available. Obviously, there has to be an investment and there has to be a soul agreement that's upheld through that investment. But if you're a light worker, if you're a grid worker, and you're doing the work and you are consistently putting that out there, and you're still transitioning from the 3D to the 5D, and I receive through the higher self that it is aligned, then I will work with you. We can do some exchanges or something. Now, I'm not going to make this available for everyone. I would need to speak with you, and I would need to see if that's aligned. Simply because for those like myself, where this is a full-time thing, that monetary investment is still my support so that I can continue bringing everything through. And the monetary is that stream of energy that is a necessity to uphold the implementation of our offerings until we no longer need it. Okay, right now it's just a support system. We are not meant to have, those that are on the spiritual journey that are talking about that whole 10K a month and, I can help you reclaim your soul and make 10K a month type of deal. That's not your abundance in this realm, you guys. So please don't fall into that trap. I did, and it is so not aligned. That's not true mentorship. That's a sales pitch. So your soul is whole and complete through the unification of these crystalline currents. So you're meant to be unlocking your vessel and plugging in the different pieces of divine blueprint, okay, which is a continuation. It's going to be continuously in motion right now because it's just now coming through. So this isn't something that just takes place over the course of a month or two. It's a continuation because we are continually rising into the frequencies of our evolution. So this is going to be a continuation until it no longer is a continuation. So as we move into the cycles of the cells, we are now going deep into and removing, or shall I say transmuting, the cycles of time that have held us captive, if you will, like the feminine vessel. The feminine vessel has been limited and held captive within the monthly cycle. And as we are coming into a stage of this era where we no longer need that masculine to complete us, just like the masculine doesn't need the feminine, or the feminine doesn't need the feminine, the masculine doesn't need the masculine. It is happening in internal coherence, right? Well, in order for internal coherence to happen, we've got to get deep into the cell, and we have to release any conditions that the cell is still operating within, which is held within the DNA. So the one for today, in terms of the bloodline, I'm moving through my cycle right now, or at least my pre-cycle. And I usually take like a few days to a week, and I don't bring anything through. And I thought that was going to be next week, but it seems to be this week, but I'm still bringing stuff through as much as I'm able. And the reason why is because my cells are still trying to connect into timelines and cycles that I no longer accept or believe. And because I no longer accept and believe them, and I'm consistently bringing in the currents of golden time or golden diamond time, which does not hold that experience within it, there is this aspect where each month my body is trying to connect into that, and it's able to it's still moving through that, because as a collective that energy is also still available. So even for me independently, even if I have moved through the releasing of the majority of it, there's still some available through the collective. And for some time longer, we're still connected into the collective. We are breaking free from it, but we're not fully there yet. So between the collective connection and the deepest aspects of the bloodline lineage, I realized that I was wondering, I was like, I know that this should be coming to a close pretty soon. It's been in motion through me for about a year or better now. And I realized I had not gone deep enough into the cells to clear the DNA. And I needed to go deeper, which is what we're doing here. Now, anything, what I'm bringing through today, there's more expansiveness that's happening in regards to this, which is taking place through the group. And all of this has been, I'm sure as Greg can tell you, it's a lot. So it pours in and it has to unpack through us, but it's a lot that's unpacking through us. And if you want to step into the initiation, if you want to be a part of the group space, please reach out. There is a monthly fee, but I am going to work it out to where like I said, and I'm good. This is going to be by a soul to soul basis. I'm not going to make this available for everyone, just simply because there are those that will attempt to manipulate it. So please know that I will know if you're doing that. But for those that I receive that go ahead on, I will bring you into the group space and we will work something out where I can support your journey. And the same goes for those that are already in my group space. I don't want to, the agreement still has to be fulfilled through a specific amount of monetary investment. It has to be, that's a part of the agreement. And I don't know if I will do it every single month that way, but I will have some scenarios where it's set up on, on the months where it's necessary. I will work with you guys if the monetary investment is not available. So please reach out and speak to me. Now, in terms of the cells, and the reason why I say that is because we are moving into some really grand points of expansion. And there are some light workers out there that I know are supposed to be stepping into this group that haven't yet. And I want everyone to receive this and recognize that you have an agreement and you're meant to be receiving. And I have a feeling that they're going to be coming through in the next few months. I can feel that energetically. So it's still not going to be a large group. I know that. The group space is meant to be a small group. It's not meant to be a large group, but I know that there are a handful more that are supposed to be coming in. Now, I want you guys to look at this really quickly as we get ready to head into this. It was just 2, 2, 2, 2. This is what I was guided to show you guys, because this is the way the cells are going to look. The shape, like a pillar, like a vortex with the cone. You see the pyramid at the top and then the circle at the bottom. This is the formation of the 5D crystalline compounds of the cells. Pyramid on top, and look at that, the points. Looks similar to what we've been channeling, doesn't it, Greg? And then that on the bottom. So I want you guys just to keep that in the forefront of your awareness as we move forward. Okay? So now we are getting ready to move into the channeling. Thank you so much for being here, Greg. Thank you, my dearest. So I would like for you to please just bring your awareness inwardly. And I would like for you to tune into your heart. And I would like for you to call forth into your awareness the cells, the blood cells, the blood platelets, and ask those blood platelets to present themselves to you. I love it because you can hear the cicadas in the background. I love the sound of cicadas. Cicadas and birds and actually, as you're doing this, one thing that we were guided to do in my group space, and I'm going to have everybody do this now, is please stand up. And because we're connecting into the blood flow, the platelets, and the heart, I would like for you to stand up, and we're going to move our feet, we're going to move our body. I'm not going to fix my camera because I'm just going to be sitting back down in a minute. So I want you to just move your feet, just heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe. And I want you to shake your arms out and just move. Maybe move the hips. Moving the hips. And connecting into the flow of the blood. But mostly I definitely want you like lifting your feet and not stomping, but I want you to make good connection with the ground. And the reason for this is it is pulling the energy from the heart star down into the earth star. And we are anchoring through movement. And we are also, now the thing about the physical is that in order for us to have movement of energy, we had to move the body, right? That's why people work out. That's why we get deposits of fat, is because if energy was not forced to move, it did not move. Because of the lower density, there had to be a continual, almost force to move the energy. Okay, now I want you to just jump up and down a little bit. And because there needed to be force, we have to continuously push ourselves to see any kind of, shall we say, manifested look, right? Okay, there we go. Good. Thank you, guys. But that's not the case anymore. And I just want you to kind of move your body, stretch out a little bit. This is why I was guided to spend an entire year in silence, and not in silence, but in stillness. I was guided to master being in stillness, which, yeah, I put on some weight. I put on about 20 pounds, but that was necessary. I've always been in motion. I've always been, I'm a certified personal trainer. I've always worked really, really like intense jobs. And so, and by the way, you guys, that movement of the feet, really quickly, the movement of the feet, we're going to be doing that while we're sitting. So if you can sit in a chair, that would be optimal. So I've always worked in jobs where I was in pretty bad conditions. I would work in manufacturing plants where it was like 110 degrees with no air conditioning. I bought my own industrial fans. So point being, I was always pushing my body. Certified trainer, I was always worried about my physical appearance. I was always worried about my physical appearance. And then I got on drugs really bad, and I was always underweight due to the drugs. So there was never a healthy boundary along with a optimal supply of continual energy without force or without manipulation. So what's happening is we are learning how to harness the energy of the cells without force, without manipulation. And we're learning how to break down deposits of energy that have been stored without force, without manipulation, without with destruction, but with the destruction of light, not the destruction of the body. So it's a completely new way of existing and a completely new way of being. In order to access that, you must also be a master of being in stillness. You must be okay with being in a body that maybe isn't your optimal look, but is in an optimal state of receivership. Because if you're not in an optimal state of receivership, then when you step into something like this, you're going to feel a bit lost because you're looking to attain something such as some physical object. And that's not what we're going to do here. What we're going to do is we're just going to bring what is guided through us into our awareness. So when I'm asking you to connect into your heart now and to call forth the platelets of your blood, you don't have to know what the platelets of your blood look like. I just want you to have those words in your awareness because you know what everything is. You don't need to know what everything looks like. You do know what it is. You are the creator and the manifester of everything that is expressed here. So the blood platelets are the carriers of your vitality, of your health. They dictate if disease, distortion, if any of that is allowed. And because the organic has been so manipulated through force and control, these platelets and these cells are carrying a lot of heavy density information. So we're going to go out, we're going to go in, actually, we're going to go in and we're going to clear out those heavy, dense sets of information. Now, this isn't just a one-time thing. That's why I'm saying the group space is where I'm going to continue to expand on that, along with the cell's nucleus. What I received about the cell's nucleus, and I would like to drop this in really quickly, is very much like I showed you how the cells are going to look like a vortex. Our cells are going to start merging together and held together by plasmic vortices. So there are going to be these little webs of crystalline plasmic currents that hold the cells together. And these cells are going to start coming together in little colonies, if you will, little circular vortexes. And they're going to house the wisdom or the truth of the vessel. And so in order to have a vessel that can access these intricacies, you must be unlocking. You must have the keys, and you must be unlocking. And that's what we're doing today. As a master key code activator and a pure messenger, a pure channel, I bring these things through. So I would invite you, if it feels aligned, to please reach out so that you can continue to manifest your physical vessel. Well, it's light physical or light density, but it is the next level of human evolution, and it is coming through what we are unlocking within the nucleus of the cells. The nucleus is a star, and it's carrying currents of light formation. Actually, it's formless, but it becomes formed through the physical light magnetic quantum. So I want everyone to witness that your cells are shifting, that you can think of it like when the dinosaurs were here on the earth, they were larger in stature. Everything was larger in stature because it was a heavy, dense time, but in a very large way. The trees were ginormous. The animals were ginormous. And then to house more souls, everything started to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Well, now it's time to house more light and to create light density, which is lighter. We can have a greater expansion of our etheric auric, and therefore we don't need as much density here. We're going to be carrying our wavelengths of plasmic formations, which are crystalline in nature, and they are accessible through the diamond DNA. The diamond DNA must be unlocked, and it is consistently unlocked by those that are here to provide the access codes to that. It doesn't mean that you can't access it, but only 8 to 10% of souls are going to be harvested into fifth dimension. So when I say that it is a necessity for you to step into receiving an agreement that unlocks your master key codes of your DNA, it's a necessity. Not everyone is going to be in fifth dimension, you guys. That's just, this is a planetary dimensional scale, not cosmic universal, although through planetary dimensionality we are accessing cosmic universal, but there's a cap on that energy. So there are souls, there are light beings, and there are star seeds that are already in line to be present in this arena. And so in order for the souls that are here to be harvested into fifth dimension, you must agree to receive your highest blueprints or your highest templates, which means you must unlock your vessel and move through the initiate wavelengths to be able to house and to carry the frequencies which are necessary. So, with all of that being said, as we have called forth the platelets of the blood, the plasma, the platelets, as you have this in your awareness, I would like for you to take a few moments, and I would like for you to set your intention in the heart, setting your intention to be fully open, to be fully surrendered, and to fully allow everything that comes through. This is not, we're not moving through guidance where you need to know, where you need to understand. The understanding comes through the experience or the sensation, the feeling. I would like you to be fully open and co-creating, which means if you've never expressed light, now is the time. Because if you come into the receivership of these frequencies and you're not co-creating by using your throat to declare to the universe, your environment, and yourself that that is where you choose to experience, then you're basically just going to be a witness and not a co-creator. So be a witness and a co-creator, you guys. So setting the intention to be fully in surrender, fully in acceptance, and fully in allowing all that is here now. Declaring that you are receiving the highest template of your highest self. Declaring that this template is being unlocked through the DNA diamond crystalline information. And to declare this, you can simply state, oh, thank you, Greg. Moving into a new tonality and it starts breaking up. Let me know when it's clear, please, Greg. And just please state, beautiful, thank you. Please state, I accept, I receive. And that way you don't have to worry about saying everything I just said. You can state, I accept, I receive. By stating and declaring, I accept, I receive, you are acknowledging that everything is happening through you and not to you. Through this declaration, I am bringing through a collective template. And within this collective template, you are an anchor. You find yourself as that anchor by expressing. That's how you anchor. So I would like for each of you to bring your awareness to your Earth Star chakra. 1 second, please. Okay, and just bring your awareness into your Earth Star chakra. You're okay, hoo-hoo. Come here. Hang on. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. Puppy was about to go bark at cows. No, stay. Stay. So bringing your awareness into your Earth Star chakra. And if you remember just a minute ago how we were moving our feet, that's what I want you to do. As you are sitting, I want you to just pick your feet up, sit them back down, and just do, 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 and bring the movement into the Earth Star. And I would like for you to feel the currents of energy as they flow from Heart Star to Earth Star. And then stop. And I would like for you to just take a moment and feel the sensations. Feel those currents of energy as they are passing through. I've been guided that this can provide a deeper connection into the Earth Star for those that are kind of like, where is it? It's a few meters below your feet. It's directly below the root. If you're going directly from the base of your spine all the way down, that's your Earth Star. Just like directly above your crown is your Soul Star. So it's always going to be a direct line, okay? So, but even when we talk about Earth Star and Soul Star, it's not something that we're trying to identify. It's a field of energy that we are always connected into. All you have to do is, through your awareness, acknowledge. Just acknowledge and accept that it's there, and it will appear and it will show itself to you. So right now, through the Earth Star chakra, ask the Earth Star chakra to express itself through you. Ask your Earth Star chakra to show itself to you. Rino sotai imaku shinda ta ushinana rukumatai ina sote shina sukutina nana sotai china maturi rusukiti apak ando indaru usuri amak utisi kindaru ushinana burino nona sukuti nana sukuri nana sukinaru akodash kianana. Inasukia kutai, inasukia kutai, inisa kurashianai, and by lightly stomping, marushiki nanani ugudia sukutai, and expressing light, urikina sukutai shikia tarara, inasukutari andarik amakutis, you are going to feel the vibrations and the currents. Inakutarada, tarara, 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 tu, 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 tu. So acknowledging and activating, opening through the awareness, the Earth Star chakra, and calling forth all guides, planetary, cosmic, universal, that are here to assist in the Earth Star chakra for this transmission. We have crystalline grid workers from the 5D etheric. This is going to be you. You from the 5D etheric are here to assist in your quantum field of Earth Star. We also have specific tonalities of crystalline currents that are in what I would say would be physical like form. So the Dogur are here. I hear a star race of Zinur, or Zinur, 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 Zinur. And their frequency is assisting in holding and anchoring. And if someone could put that in the chat, Zinur, Zinur, Zenoor, or Zenur, Zinur or Zinur, however you would like to express it. So the Dogur and Zinur are both interdimensional realms, and they're star races as well, because they are here from, thank you, Greg. They are here as an interdimensional race, but they travel between this interdimensional plane and other interdimensional planes. So they're not just specifically for this planet. Thank you. Thank you, Greg. So these are the two that are assisting us at the Earth Star, and we also have the Earth Mothers and Earth Fathers. So acknowledge that you are present in your 5D etheric and you are anchored into your Earth Star. You are here as the presence of yourself in light form. So we don't have present, we don't have future. We don't have future. Everything is now. Everything is happening now. Everything is occurring now. This is you here now. So tap into that. Inasukatera, usikinatera, utashiantara, kutara, totara, kunatia sukatara, inasukateri, arikimatushki, andakutashina, ruma sekatara, kutina sukutara, kunia sukutara, shatududu. I feel the Zinur are very playful. They're very similar to fairykin. Inasututu, shiki, chiki, 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 taru, taruya. I actually feel that this was also an energy that was present in our group space, Greg, for our that last transmission where we had Fairykin present and assisting us. I do feel that this was this race of Fairykin was present. And now bring your awareness into your heart star. And let's express some ohms to really get the vibration and the tonality going. And just feel how your heart begins to open and expand. And I would like for everyone to be aware that, especially right now, as we are even in these transmissions that I bring through here, there is a lot of expansion happening. If you feel tension or like pain, discomfort in your neck, in your shoulders, in your back, please be aware that that is just the extension of your etheric, and your body is a reflection of your etheric. Inasukur shikatur kindakuda indakuda 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 tak 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 and we call the plasmic platelets into the heart star. So call forth each of your blood cells, the plasma, the platelets, into the heart star, calling them forth into the portal of the heart, as each must pass through the portal of the heart to connect into the frequencies. So as we move through in etheric form, as we move through the heart portal momentarily, as we connect into the microcosm, we will be pulling all those aspects of self through the heart and activating them within the codex of crystalline currency. Moving up into the soul star. So please bring your awareness there and just allow yourself to connect into your soul star grid, and ask your soul star grid to show itself to you. Ask your soul star grid to present to you the color, the sensation. And let's see which guides, which stellar cosmic guides are here to assist us in the soul star. Arcturian, Andromedan, currents of rainbow light are coming through the sisterhood of the rose. I feel the sisterhood of the rose, these cosmic sisters, or these cosmic, there's brothers and sisters of the rose, as technically they are both unified within the rose formation. But these priests, priestesses, or guides of the rose are going to be overseeing and assisting through the soul star and the earth star for some time, as this is our first initiation into our divine blueprints of light in this realm. It must come through the order of the rose first. You must be initiated through. Inasuku, tikiatuku, 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 indaku, So allow yourself to connect into these sisters, the Andromedan and the Arcturian sisters of the Rose Order. and connect into the rainbow frequencies, the rainbow currents. And feel the flow. Feel the anchoring in your pillar of light, and I call forth and declare that we are all present within our unified pillar of light, the unified soul star, the unified earth star, the unified heart star. And within this unified pillar, we will begin to move energetically through the heart star portal. Oh, that was interesting. I just heard earth star as I was saying heart star. Am I being guided to move through the earth star and not the heart star? Okay, this is new. Okay, so do we still move through the heart star first? Greg, will you check me on this? I'm hearing that we move through the earth star, not the heart star first. So normally I would take us through the heart star and we would go from the heart star into the earth star. When I asked just now, I heard no. And I like just right now, because this is new and I'm bringing it through like now, I just want to have an echo. So when ask if you're here, let me know if you're hearing the same thing. Are we moving directly through the earth star first and then traveling from earth star into heart star? I'm hearing yes. We're being guided to call everything, because the earth star is the bloodline of the new DNA. Okay. Yep, okay. All right, you guys, this is new. So this is new. So here we go. Okay, everyone, bring your awareness to the earth star chakra. I'm going to express some spoken tonalities of light. Now, you don't have to be focused on a specific area. All you have to do is, just like when you bring your awareness to your heart without looking directly at your heart, you can bring your earth star into your awareness without looking down at your feet, right? Okay. Just be aware that these are all linked: your earth star, your heart star, your soul star. So you can just as easily connect into the earth star by connecting to your heart and acknowledging that your earth star, a few meters below the ground, is still directly connected to your heart. So let's just move the feet and bring your awareness that there is a portal right below your feet. And the beat of your heart is connecting you into this portal. And allow yourself to acknowledge that we are energetically flowing down to the earth star. We are moving through a portal below the base of the feet, and we are going to be moving through that to the center of the earth. We are going to be moving into a crystalline diamond chamber, into the heart of Gaia, and we are going to be bringing through all aspects of self through here, or through there. Here, there, both the same. Sounds like the crows agree. Rina sakatare shkindarak udarak indarak undarak indarak undarak indarak undarak. So I am going to express the tonalities and activation and pull our energy, pull our etheric, auric into and through the portal of the earth star. I would highly recommend that you definitely move your feet when guided and express light, because that is really going to help you to open this portal up. and asking the Dogur and the Zinur to assist in holding the portal open. Ina sukuri anda da 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 kusi na da 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 kudi na da 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 kudi na da 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 kudi da 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 do da 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 do da da do da da do Being as this is the first time that we have activated and opened this portal in this way, it is going to be just a few extra moments to make sure that we have the appropriate calibrations and activations so that we can step through. Inda utakati akuta utikiti kumpakata inga turukuti sukuturuku atakata inda kuti sukutukutuku tikitikitu 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 tina ut suktu And now just become aware that you are energetically, and maybe you have already begun, but you are energetically passing now into and through the portal of the Earth Star. And moving through that portal, feeling as you are energetically moving into a gateway that is connected into the center of the earth, which is her heart star. Now allow yourself to feel your energetic environment. As we are now in the presence of the crystalline chamber, the diamond crystalline chamber of the center of the earth. And if you still need a moment, I would like for you to recognize that you are stepping through this gateway, this portal. And once you are aware, there it goes. Whew. We just arrived. We just arrived. We are now in the center chamber, the diamond crystalline chamber of the earth. I'm feeling the alignment coming in from the soul star, third eye. So we are anchored. Thank you, beautiful soul. So I'm going to move through some calibrations and I'm going to step into Sasha Mara, my Seraphim blueprint, to allow the greatest aspect of expansion for this integration. And I would invite each of you to call in not only your higher self, but any cosmic avatar that can best assist through you in activating this diamond DNA aspect, that can assist in activating the plasmic crystalline of the cells and the blood platelets. Thank you, beautiful soul. Shuturi sikinara sata shuturi yana sukua. Ina sukuta shata ta 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 ta. And as this avatar drops in, as this version of you drops in, give yourself a moment to release any identity of self that is connected into the physical density of 3D. Because we are releasing the deep ingrained beliefs and the conditions of the 3D architecture that the cells house. I'm hearing that there is like a pod that is being erected around us. And you can think of this like a metabed, a chamber, a pod that is going to have specific rays, specific currents and frequencies, like lasers that are going to be passing through. So allow yourself to connect into this pod. It is all around us. We are not confined by it, but we are within it. It is all around us. And I'm going to take a moment to connect into this pod, and I feel the Dogur are stepping forward, as well as the Zinur, and they are stepping forward and they are connecting to us as they are going to be guiding us on this integration. And I would invite you once again to express your light, to express your tones, to further calibrate and activate your etheric auric within this chamber, as your etheric and your auric must come into the tones of receivership, as there is a 5D etheric and we are very much accustomed and operating from a 3D etheric. And although we are anchored through this portal of the heart or the earth star, I am calling forth all energy to be also recognized through the heart star. So calling forth another anchoring, a secondary sub anchoring into the heart star, so that all frequencies may flow from this chamber to and through the heart star. Inasukutadai, unnatai, ushkutai, indaradai, kotoshindadai, utuyak, utuyak. Isaku, tik 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 tu 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 shinananananana kuwa. And so now we're going to move through some calibrations. We've already been moving through calibrations, but we're going to integrate some frequency calibrations. So calling forth tuning forks from the 5D etheric to create a spherical grid. Calling forth crystalline compounds from the 5D etheric to create a spherical grid. And please allow your awareness to anchor into these aspects as each of these modalities are anchoring into your field in the respective and necessary places to allow the calibrations and activations to move and flow with ease. And we are bringing through frequency calibrations, first and foremost of the Earth Star, 17 hertz. This is a base frequency attunement and a base frequency calibration. Apologies, 17 hertz to 177 hertz. In the frequency tonality of F. Please keep in heart that these are frequency tonalities that are not normally attuned to the ear. These are not what I would say would be referenced in physical toning. These are fifth dimensional tonalities. So just allow yourself to connect into these currents of frequency, acknowledging that you are pure energy, you are pure currents. As a conduit, you house ranges of frequency and ranges of light. opening up the housing of light, and we are opening up the housing of currents of frequency as we bring forth the cells, the platelets of the blood, and calling forth the platelets of the blood into the 5D etheric. And I'd like for you to witness the plasmic currents that are flowing through as these triangular crystalline compounds are encircling the cells. They are encircling the blood platelets. And these spheres, these cones, these pyramids are housing the diamond currents which are passing through the platelets of the blood. They are activating crystalline autophagy. You do not need to know what that means. Just recognize that that is taking place as we are moving out of metabolic waste and into light magnetic, the harnessing of pure creation. And if you allow yourself to just accept and acknowledge this, recognizing that it is truth without needing to know, but acknowledging that you understand through your highest self perspective, then you can step into the platelets of the blood as a temple. And that is exactly what we are doing. So I would like for you to sense and just be aware that you can step into the blood platelets because you are pure energy. And as we step into the blood platelets, I would like for you to just see yourself walking into a temple. And this temple is plasmic in nature. And as you're stepping into this temple, I would like for you to once again just stomp your feet. Ooh, you are walking into the temple. Tarashutari, kindarakuta, indarakuta, indarakuta. Ishaturikina sukote shumakutara, indarakuta, indarakunta, indarakunta, shukutoriri, makuri sita, shota, 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 itaru, maka, shuka, 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 and feel that anchoring. Feel it in the physical, but be aware of it in the non-physical. And as you walk into this plasmic temple, you are joined by your cosmic ancestors. Your cosmic ancestors, through frequency, are anchored here alongside you to assist and guide you in opening up these platelets and cleaning house. So we want to call forth, and I would like for you to do this by co-creating as well, to move your hands, to move your body, to move your energy, to call forth all currents and all conditions of 3 or third dimension. All currents and all conditions of third dimension and third density. And call these forth. Call these forth into your awareness.
Rishiki nanana kutarishiki atak tak 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 ushaka. Indak tak tak ushaka. Urtutu andak ututu and ututu and ututu and ututu indak tak 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 urk uwak tak tak tak.
And as you call them into your awareness, I would like for you to create a spherical ball of diamond light. And do this by speaking light, by moving your hands in the expression of light. And as you are bathing these conditions and these currents of lower dimensional, lower density form in the flame of white diamond crystalline, I would like for you to call forth the cosmic rainbow currents of universal ancestry. So we call forth the cosmic rainbow currents of universal ancestry. We call these in to anchor into the housing of the plasma. We call these forth to anchor into the housing of the plasma. As we release the 3D currents and the 3D conditions into the light, allowing them to be transmuted, which means we are releasing agreements, we are releasing contracts, we are releasing beliefs, we are releasing ideas, we are releasing thoughts that are contained within third dimensional form, that are contained within third dimensional conditions. We release them. So give yourself permission to release, 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 release. As these rainbow cosmic currents are coming in, these have yet to be experienced through you in physical form. This means that you are co-creating through them in every now moment by allowing and witnessing the unknown. And by existing in every now moment with the intention of being. We place this intentionality in the currents of rainbow cosmic light, and we anchor them into the plasmic formation of the blood platelets, calling forth the cleansing and clearing from the blood platelets, releasing all lower dimensional and lower density housing. This includes cycles of the monthly feminine bleed. This means physical appearances through genetic formation based on the bloodline. This means physical disformation or disease. This also means any connection into the blood platelets that express a dissonance or disconnect or a separation between masculine and feminine in form. clear these programs, we clear these contracts, we clear these agreements, we clear these conditions, we clear these currents. Clearing any alien implants or any alien imprints that are held in belief, obstructing the vision of crystalline currents and diamond DNA formation. Inaru asuta shaku tak 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 Marukitara shananara kutara yandara kutara indara umaku. 7 Hathors are stepping forward to assist in calibration, acclimation, and integration. Shutu shuku And I would like for you to see yourself placing these declarations in a pit of diamond flame, which is here present with us in this chamber of the central heart of Terra. The 7 Hathors are present in a spherical circle. And as they are present, they are gathered around this, looks almost like a bonfire, but it is of crystalline flames. And you must choose and accept to release all of these agreements and all of these conditions, all of the declarations that were just provided into this fire. Allow yourself to do this now, transmitting your acceptance through your inner mind, through your third eye. Now, dance around the fire, declaring with light that you release yourself from these contracts, that your DNA and your blood is no longer bound by these 3D conditions. Ratajina asura sura sura ina asu asu yata yanda yanda kuye utai yanda ra 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 sayana ra 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 kuyana ra 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 ina ra ra ku yatarara shindarara ku yatarara kunarara ku.
Giatururu yanarara kuyanara kuyanara ku. Yatsarara kuyanara kiyadara kuyanara 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 ku. Ya. Lots of movement happening in the higher, which is very interesting since we moved through a portal of the Earth Star. But there is so much action happening in the crown and the soul star and the third eye. Yanaru azurana kurana zurana rura shinagara kurya. We free the cells to open and expand. We free the blood platelets to be in their cosmic expression. We free the platelets of the blood to be open and in harmonic resonance with the purity of light. Shindak azutuak makta. Inshandaru asukuryatata. Indak makuriandakta. Ishakuryatata zanatata. Now, we call forth the codex of cosmic rainbow currents. We call forth these codex to integrate into each of the cells. This codex is a library of cosmic rainbow light. And we call this forth to anchor into the platelets of the blood and to begin opening and unpacking the knowledge and the wisdom that is held within the cosmic currents of diamond DNA lineage, the divine design. Yasina shutandi shakunazura rada subata jindara kujinadara kujindarada mizaku dindarata shukutarara maturianadara kundiaturianana, and call these in and begin weaving together the cosmic rainbow currents. Allowing them to flow through your awareness and expressing them as light form. I do know where those came from, but that was like, boom. 7 Hathors are really working through the vocal range. Sakushina sakata shata sumatata shokitiana sakata rakti satui kusiti. You are initiated through the sound. You are initiated through the vibration. You are initiated through the currents.
And as these cosmic rainbow currents are anchored into the plasma, as the rainbow library of codes is pouring forth, as you begin your weaving of these currents into the plasma of the cells, see yourself imprinting the codes. See yourself stamping your cells with these codes of light.
Risik tatai, zutatatai, makutatai, urutu sitina, sututu, shina, kutatatai, ina sututututututututu, china, tatatatatatatatatatatatatatatatatata, tak, 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 Inasatatai, shutatai, inatai, ku tu 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 tu, rik tak 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 tak, rik tak tak tak, shuk tu, suk tu, suk tu, suk tu, suk tu, suk tu, suk tu.
And then just take a moment and be present in the sensations, in the flow, and in the currents. Whew, that's intense. I could just feel myself being hammered by pellets, like pellets of light. Just incoming. All of these activated currents, they are activated through your expression of them. And feeling the activated currents. And again, that is why the invitation for you to express during this is because you are activated and initiated through your expression of the currents of light. I am activating, yes, I am activating you, yes. But in order for you to go deeper into the activation, you must choose to co-create your own light. Izukuri na zakudai ijana suture. And I call forth all of the cells to pass through the portal of the heart star. And feeling the openness and the expansiveness of the self. And to finalize the cycle and the circle, if you will, we are going to call forth an anchoring of the soul star. We are going to finalize it through the soul star. So I want to call all cells through the portal of the soul star to come back through, go through the portal of the soul star, and to come back in and anchor into the portal of the earth star.
Ayu, matatata, kia, kia, ku, kititi, kititi, sweep, 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 ku, tweep, tweep, tweep. Tu, 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 tu. And feel the presence of the really intense pulling down into the Earth Star. And feel that magnetic pull. You should start feeling a pull in your feet. And all has now been completed through the cycle of light. Shurinda saktaktere suktaktaktere suktaktaktere kuriti sindataru shanarararua sandarara ua. Inasakatai ushakatai umatai 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 uak aru asuri andakta. We will now move through sealing these aspects of the grid and finalizing the calibration of the platelets. Please join me in sealing in whatever way feels aligned for you to move through the different aspects of the grid: Earth Star, Heart Star, Soul Star. And now, as those aspects are sealed, thank you for joining Jenny. Enjoy your trip. We will finalize the calibrated formation of plasmic integration in the platelets of the cells. So I would like for you to join with the 7 Hathors and with our 2 interdimensional sets of stellar, or shall I say, stellar star guides. And feel the presence, first and foremost, of these energies. I connect in with them. As we are now going to be once again connecting into this pod, which little beams of lasers are going to be basically like pellets of light hitting the cells, hitting the platelets, transforming them into manifested plasmic crystalline. Now, this is a continuation, you guys. It doesn't just happen in this one transmission. This is something that must be continual through your initiation into your light form or your body of light. But we are beginning it now. So bringing the platelet of the cell into your awareness as being the platelet, being the cell. Acknowledge that you are the micro and you are the macro. So allow yourself to become the cell. Through your awareness, step into the cell, be the cell, walking through that temple
You are the cell, you are the light, you are the no thing, you are the all things. And as the cell, little beams, little lasers of crystalline diamond currents and rays, waves of light are beginning to pass through you. And these beautiful guides that are here assisting us are joining in express light and are assisting in holding the frequencies, holding the currents, and holding the light through us. And allow yourself to absorb all of these currents, all of these rays. I am just feeling just intense. Like my neck, my throat, my forehead, my third eye, everything. I can feel the cells receiving. Good morning, Miss Becca. We are the cells. We are the cell. We are the infinite. We are everything. Inasotai. Rukuta shikinda tatai. Umasototoi. Indakataktai. Indaktaktak ai. Urk. Indak at. Atatatata. Atatatata. Surina. Surina, Kurana, ya, Nasakushina, Rasakota, Inasuka, Rukusata, Ashundari Amasota. We have reached a point where the cells can absorb all that they are able to absorb. So I would like for each of you, as we finalize this, to gather in your awareness. I would like for you to connect in with each of the guides that are here. I would like for you to connect into Tara through her heart, because in this one we are going to move back through the portal of the Earth Star and anchor back into the heart. So before we head back through that portal, I would like for you to take a moment, and I would like for you to transmit your light through the heart of Tara, setting the intention that the vibrations and all that was integrated here may reach every corner of the planet, declaring through your intention that all housings of light through your cells are now a reflection of the cosmic, the universal, the divine, declaring that you are anchored, you are solidified within the crystalline platelet, the new expression of human. Inasutai shkutina, inasuktai inda, inasuktai inda, inasuktai ina, rut ash udai inda, makuda inda, rakuskinda anda, unda inda, rukunda inda, umakunda inda, inakut anda inda, umakunda inda, utashkinda inda, inakundara inda, umakut ara inda, kut ashukata, inakut inda, indak indak, indak inda. Inasototot inda, inasototot inda. And I would like for you, when you are ready, to begin bringing your awareness back to the portal of the Earth Star. As I'm declaring that we are calling all aspects of our energy, our etheric auric, through the Earth Star back into the Heart Star. And just allow yourselves to energetically start moving through the portal of the Earth Star and rising back into the portal and the anchor of the Heart Star. Ya na 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 na, ya na na na, kiri siti ya na 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 na, tak 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 tak, acknowledging and declaring that we are energetically back in the heart, anchored, soul star, heart star, earth star. All portals are aligned, all portals are activated, all portals are sealed, but not sealed off, just sealed with the activations. We are now complete. All is complete, and so it is. Thank you all for choosing to receive. There is so much happening up here, which is really interesting since we were actually went through the portal of the Earth Star. I love that. I mean, the whole time I have just felt just so much going on up here. So many vibrations, so many currents of those cosmic rainbow currents that are coming through. And just I can feel the pellets of cosmic rainbow currents that are just hitting the cells in waves. So this is another one of those that is going to continue to unpack through us, because this is a realm of manifested form, which means everything needs time. For right now, everything needs the aspect of time that is necessary for it to come through. The time frame for those that have been continuously immersed in these types of initiations is approximately 3 days, but it begins within the first 24 hours. And so those that are continuously immersed in these initiations, you're really going to start noticing how there's a lot that is unpacking through your bloodline and your cells, and this is going to be continual. Now, as stated, if you want to be continually initiated through your diamond DNA, then you need to be initiated through the ranges of frequency and the ranges of light waves, which means that's how you unlock your light vessel, is through the initiation. So if you feel that you are meant to be one of the 8 to 10% that is supposed to be in fifth dimension, that is meant to be harvested, then please reach out, because you do need to be receiving in a space of such initiation, and that is what my group space is dedicated to. So I am so excited for you to watch from the beginning too, Becca. And for those in my group space, the next transmission that I talked about bringing through for you guys, which is probably going to be, what did I say, Friday and Sunday? Friday, I believe. We're going to go deeper into this. So those of you guys in my group space, we're going to really be, we're going to be going through that next wave of initiation. And we're really going to be moving through what I was showing everyone at the beginning, if you weren't here, is this is the shape of the new cells. So the cells are looking more like this, or they're going to be when that's what they're moving into. So there is a pyramid at the top, circle at the bottom. You guys always hear me talk about the golden circle and the golden pyramid, which I knew always played a part somehow in the micro as much as the macro. So we're actually going to be working in this formation through the cells come Friday. And I do feel there are going to be some very powerful cosmic light beings that are going to be stepping in. So if anyone is interested in joining, you guys are more than welcome. You can join at any time. I had a sister that reached out that was interested, and that was one thing she asked, if she could join now, and I said, yeah, of course you can join now. So especially if you're out there and you're already, if you're doing light working, or if you feel a call, I really would say that for those that are wanting to step into this, I would definitely recommend that there has to be a level of dedication. If you step into this group, there is a level of dedication that must be present, which means you must be dedicated to the responsibility that comes with initiating yourself through these currents of light waves and these currents of frequencies. So it's not something where you're just going to step in and everything is going to be done for you. Those that are here can tell you, I'm going to ask you to be responsible, check in, dial in, tune in. Not seriously, but taking responsibility, because in order for us to bring through this new earth, we must be taking responsibility for our initiation. If we are not, and we're expecting that just if we show up and somebody tells us certain things, or if we know certain words, or if we have access to certain knowledge, that somehow that's going to bring it through. That's not the case. That's only one little minor piece of it. The truth is that it is coming through an activated strands of currents, which is the diamond DNA. You must unlock that. And that is unlocked by those that carry the pure frequencies that house the keys that unlock your vessel. That is absolutely necessary. So please, 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 I highly suggest, if you're not already on that path, that you step on it, because it is time. It is time, you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you for receiving. I love you guys so much. I cannot wait to hear what continues to unpack through you once you have received this. And of course, I look so forward to joining my group space on Friday and bringing this through. I hope. I'm not for sure what's going to unpack now that we have done this in the like in the platelets of the blood. So this one's new, and we went through a new portal. So I still need to, I don't quite know what's going to happen now. So let's yeah, we're just going to see. We're going to see what happens, and we're going to go from there. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for receiving, and until next time, Adonai.